Give it to them. Give it to them. Give it to them.
Alright, so I had to look this up. Like, are you for real? Wendy Shout is actually talking about butt jobs in Hollywood on a rise. Alright, so family, you want to talk about something? You know she need one. But anyway, I guess she ain't getting one now. Butt jobs in Hollywood is on a 98% rise. Just period. Butt jobs. Not just in Hollywood, butt jobs everywhere. Y'all bitches are desperate. I don't get it. Like, how do you even wipe that big ass when you do get it that big? Disgusting. I mean, I have a nice fat ass. And, you know, when I gain weight and it's, you know, more than like 5 pounds, when it gets to like 10, 15 pounds, let me tell you, your ass get fat and it's hard to wipe. It gets more sweaty. You know, you gotta take a bunch of showers and keep that shit clean. You know what I mean? You gotta stay in shape. I bought my boobs, but we ain't talking about the boobs right now. So, anyway, chicks makes up to 6 figures. These bitches on Instagram and all these fucking social medias make up to now. Up to 6 figures just to show off their fucking curves. How the fuck y'all wasn't doing this shit back in 2013, 14, 15? I guess I was ahead of my time. Okay. Alright, well, we're gonna run this clip. But did you know it's like $12,000 to get this shit done? I mean, to get your fat transplant done, I guess that's not bad. Boob job was $7,000, so I guess, you know. Alright, well, let's just run this clip with Wendy, and let's see what you think. I think the struggle is real. This is some bullshit, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? Cardi B got hers done. She even came out and said hers wasn't so hot at the time. Hers used to leak. I mean, I used to work with girls, and I used to see shit, like, leaking through their outfit, and I used to be like, girl, what's going on? Oh, I got some butt injection. Bitch, are you for real? Just to make a couple dollars? If you ain't got no game, you shouldn't be in it. Alright, well, let's roll the clip. Thanks, Wendy.
Big butts have taken over Hollywood, so now millions of women are getting plastic surgery to be, well, up with Hollywood. But there are some things that are going awry with getting the perfect booty. And here to break down all the details is celebrity plastic surgeon. You might have heard of Dr. Miami. Otherwise, thank you, doctor. Also, editor of Show Magazine and the CEO of CME Agency, Sean Cummings. And she's a fitness coach who got illegal butt injections. Please welcome to our show, Janelle Sulzer Butler. Welcome.
Thank you.
All right, so there's a 98% increase in butt surgeries. Doctor?
Yeah.
And you do quite a few of them per day.
I do, yeah. So the trend in big butts really took off once celebrities started embracing their curves. You know, Kim K, J-Lo, Nicki Minaj, all of the celebrities that instead of being ashamed of their bodies were embracing it and showing it off. That led to this explosion of people wanting to have their butts increase. And I do a lot of surgeries, 10 to 15 Brazilian butt lifts a week, and I'm booked out 2 years in advance.
How much does a girl pay for a legitimate doctor to do a legitimate job?
$12,995.
There you go. So you're very rich.
I do okay.
Does your wife have
I got
the butt?
5 kids, you know.
Does your wife have the butt?
Yeah, she was born with a naturally curvy butt.
Nice.
You know, the reason I'm so busy is because unless you're one of the lucky ones born with a tiny waist and a nice curvy hips and a big butt, the only way to get it is with surgery. You can't do this in the gym. You just can't.
Yeah, there's not enough squats.
No, because the squats just increase the projection of the gluteus in the center, but unless you're born with fat on the hips, there's no way to get that without surgery.
Has the look of the implant or has the look of the procedure changed?
It has. It's very interesting. So a few years ago, people were coming in requesting a shelf booty. Like the Kim K picture, that famous paper magazine Kim K picture where you have like a champagne glass on your booty or a tray of hors d'oeuvres or something. That was the most popular butt a few years ago. Now it's the upside down heart shaped butt. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The other
Erica Mena.
Yeah, like Erica Mena, exactly. The other interesting trend is instead of people asking for celebrity booties, people used to come in with pictures of Nicki Minaj or Kim K. Now they're just coming in with their phones and picking out Instagram models.
It's a big
like
deal.
Erica Mena,
Right.
and they're saying that's what I want to look like.
So after a girl gets a legit butt job, how long before she can sit like me and you were sitting?
Okay.
Oh, I'm
Now
really
you
curious.
can sit the next day, but you have to use a special pillow, a booty buddy. You know,
Okay.
something to kind of take the weight off of the butt and put it onto the thighs.
What is it
After
called?
a month, a booty buddy.
Booty buddy.
So, but after a month, you can sit like we are right now.
Yeah. And now, I would like to move along to Janelle because Janelle got the injections in a hotel room like so many people have gotten done.
Yes.
And at first everything was fine until
yeah.
it wasn't.
Back in 2010, when nobody really knew anything about fat transfers and all this other stuff, I went to a hotel and I paid the guy about $2,000. I think so, about. And I had a nice 40, natural 40, and
You said
after
fat
injections-
transfer, so he took fat out of your
No,
stomach?
no, no. He gave me injections, silicone.
Silicone. okay.
Yeah, so, you know, I went from a natural 40 in the hips because I did have hips and a butt, just not the projection from the side that I wanted.
Gotcha.
And so I went from a natural 40 to a 42. And I was happy at first with the results. You know, I learned of him through the strip club because my ex worked in a strip club and all the girls had these big old butts.
Yeah.
And it's like, whoa, you know, and something like that can make another woman feel like she's not enough, like insecure and making you feel like you need more. Not just for your man, but for yourself, you know? Yeah.
And so then Janelle had a problem when she got pregnant.
Yeah, so
Now
when,
you already had 2 children,
yes,
but the third pregnancy was when you had the butt.
yes.
Okay, got
So
it.
my third pregnancy is when I had butt injections because before that I didn't have them. And so I started to have issues, not with anything health-wise, but my butt was just getting ginormous. I mean, it was like as big as my belly, you know? And I believe it's because my body was doing a defense system. It was trying to fight from any infections to protect the baby. So scar tissue was growing and growing to try to protect
Wait, let me
my
just
body.
ask the doctor. Doctor, what do you think was going on here?
Okay, so it's important to talk about the different ways that a person can make their butt bigger. The safe way to do it is with fat, your own fat. It's called the Brazilian butt lift. We take fat from the areas of the body you don't want it, like your tummy, your love handles, your thighs, and we inject the fat into your butt, under the skin, the hips and the butt. Now that is surgery, so there's risks. It's not like it's risk-free, but it's the safest way to do it. After that, if you don't have enough fat, and a lot of women are just too skinny to do that.
And I was at the time, actually.
You were, right?
Yeah.
So you
I
can
was-
put implants, silicone implants, like silicone implants for your breast, but for your butt. And that gives you projection, but not hips.
Gotcha.
Now, the unsafe way, the way she did it, unfortunately, is with liquid injections
Of silicone.
of silicone. And a lot of times, it's not even medical grade silicone. It's people who are doing it in the back of a hair salon or in a hotel room.
Were you awake?
Yes. So I'm awake, and the guy that did it did all the celebrities, and I'm not going to name any names.
Tell me behind the scenes.
Okay.
I won't say a word, I
He
promise.
was the guy to go to, and all the girls at this club went to him. Their booties looked phenomenal, but they were really big. I didn't want that big old booty. I just wanted a little plump, you know?
So we always talk about silicone being, it's so difficult to remove. It's like separating water and rice.
And I had no clue about that.
Yeah.
I thought that this stuff was just going to like dissolve over time.
So what's all going on now?
Well, because of surgery, my removal, I decided to remove it after it got too big. And because of that, you know, I had complications with it. Most doctors cut at the top, near the lower back, full back, take the injections out and the silicone. The way that I was cut, I went down the middle under the cheeks, and he opened me up like a book. And so
And then had to scoop the silicone out.
scooped the silicone out, but he also took a lot of fat and tissue that I really needed. That was my natural stuff.
Gotcha.
So it left me really, you know, messed up. And then I had infections. I had necrosis, and they had to dig out more dead
What's
tissue.
necrosis? What's that?
That's when the tissue dies.
Oh, and so your skin turns black.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then this.
Wow.
It's a big problem. You should never inject anything anything that's artificial into your butt. That's my advice.
So Janelle, how are you doing now? Because you have a very, very nice figure. You're a very beautiful woman.
Thank you. Thank you.
What's all?
So Well, because of the issues I had with necrosis, I had to pack wet to dry for 2.5 weeks before I got on a wound vac. A wound vac sucks out the fluids with negative pressure to help me heal faster. I was literally like a handicapped person. I couldn't walk, I couldn't eat, I couldn't do anything. So now, because of the deformity that it left me, I have to wear a body shaper. I have to get reconstructive surgery. So.
Wow. All for $2,000 in a hotel.
Yeah.
But you know what? Girls like you are often too scared to admit it. See, this is the way, you see something, you say something, then you get yourself a real doctor and you get it done the real way. If that's what you want to do for yourself. Sean represents models like
Yes.
Erica Mena and these beautiful women with the bodies.
Yes.
So, how much, and the butts have been around since forever. Buffy, the body, and, you know.
Ford, yeah.
Yes, in the black culture, in the Latino culture, but it just seems to be an explosion, so to speak, and everybody wants them.
Yeah. Like Dr. Miami said, it's acceptable now. Women are embracing their curves. It's nothing new. Women have always had these bodies. What's new is that it's no longer up to Madison Avenue to dictate the way women should look. Your followers are the ones that are saying, you know, this is how I look. I want to follow people that look like me.
And then they tell everybody about the money these
Yeah,
girls
well,
can make.
I mean, these influencers basically, you know, they're making six figures just posting on Instagram, posting on social media. A lot of people think it's fake or it's not real or they're just doing it for fun. So it's a real business. It's a multi-million-dollar business. They're making $3,000 just for one post.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of pressure to look your best.
At all times.
Yeah, definitely at all times. There's a lot of pressure. So that's where, you know, enhancement comes in.
Yeah.
You know, if you're an actor and you want to take it to the next level, you get singing lessons.
Yeah.
If you're an influencer and you want to take it to the next level, you know, you go to someone like Dr. Miami and you get it done. But it's no longer bigger is better. It's about the aesthetics. It's about it's about the aesthetics.
Yeah,
it's about
the balance.
yeah, it's about looking good in clothes because they're modeling clothes.
Yeah.
You know, they're posting for companies like Fashion Nova, Pretty Little Thing, so they have to look good in clothes. So what makes you look good in clothes? Hips makes you look good. You know, nice boobs make you look good. So that's why they're going and they're getting plastic surgery.
Do you see this trend? It's not really a trend, but it's a trend. Okay, just a trend.
Yeah.
Do you see this going away anytime soon?
And social media is not going anywhere.
Yeah.
So as long as followers like the lovely women you have in the audience have a say, they're going to want women that look like them, that better represent them. So it's not going anywhere.
Dr. Miami, what's the next big body boom? Because it seems as though boobs are out, butts are in. What's we're just trying to get on the feet. What's the next big thing that women are going to want to do to themselves? Install a third eye? Where are we going with this? You know I love some plastic surgery, so I sit here and laugh along. But what are we doing?
Anything they want to make themselves feel better about their body. And who can predict it? I think butts are here to stay, though. I really do.
Alright, now, you know what? I'm watching these videos of these girls with these fat asses working out in the gym. Bitch, what the fuck you working out in the gym for? You already got a fat ass. You boarded, you got the fat transfer. Oh, you trying to pick yourself up a man. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, girl. Alright. I just don't get it. What's up with y'all? What happened to go jogging? Jogging always make my ass fatter. You know what I mean? Have a man hit you from behind, smack that ass while y'all doing it. That will make your ass fatter. Anal sex would, that'll help too. For y'all that don't know. Let's see. I do some lunges. Break it down low. You know what I mean? Twerking. But that makes your ass tighter. So. But, yeah, I don't get it. And a lot of y'all not even strippers and you want your ass fat for what? Like, guys don't really like that. Like, normal guys don't. Only those NBA and all those fucking athletes, they do. And they don't even be faithful to y'all asses. They go to a bitch that's all natural. Yeah, they cheat on y'all and go to an all-natural bitch. Well, she might not be all natural up top, but she ain't got that fat ass, fake fat ass. Y'all just taking it to the extreme. Let me get off of this computer. All these damn, y'all girls. Now, a lot of y'all popping. I ain't gonna front. You know what I'm saying? After I do this show, a bitch gonna go work out. Don't get me twisted. Let me tell you, this shit gives you fucking goals when you see that stuff. But alright, let me get off this computer. I've been on this bitch all day. Alright, well, let's look up some clips anyway. I know I am just so stupid.
Dr. Shaheen, this is a butt that's filled with silicone. We just injected it with the saline solution, and you can see how the silicone is being squeezed out as a liquid oil. See the oily material being squeezed? Silicone is a very thick liquid lubricant, and used as an industrial lubricant for machines, and it is not a smart idea to have it injected in your butt. You can feel this butt feels like a bag of rocks, because each area of silicone the body makes fibrous tissue around it feels like a rock, another rock here, another rock here, or a bag of rocks. It's not a beautiful feeling. It starts good in the beginning, and then the body makes this fibrous tissue over the years, and then becomes very hard, very unpleasant feeling. A rock here, another rock here, you can see it. A rock here, another rock here, you can see it. Nodule, like a bag literally full of rocks. Now we're trying to remove the silicone and improve on the situation here, and more silicone will be squeezed out through these materials. Now what will be left is these nodules of fibrous tissue. Of course, these cannot be squeezed out. Each nodule, the body uses it to bury the silicone, to surround it and bury it. And then with time, it got this liquid out. And these are the last remnants of it. Please do not inject in your butt anything illegal. Only go to a licensed physician for any medical or injections, for any medical procedure. Thank you. This is Dr. Shaheen. This has been an educational video for people not to inject silicone or unapproved material in their butts or in their bodies. It looks good in the beginning, but then looks horrible with time.
Resilient, board-certified plastic surgeon and butt implant specialist, Dr. Mendieta. In April, you wanted a bigger butt.
I had already had this issue about the butt since I was like 7 years old. I had already, you know, my sister had a larger butt, and the boys kind of liked her because she had a larger butt. So I kind of vowed in my mind that when I get older, I'm going to get me some butt.
Sure.
Even though I didn't know if it was possible to do that, but I thought that. A young lady came into my salon and said she did butt injection. Even like, oh, I shouldn't do this. I felt like it was a blessing.
Sure.
Like, honestly, I really did.
So you believed the hype, so to speak. I do want to clarify for everyone how one thing led to another. You had these injections performed, later developed a severe infection in that area, got into your bloodstream. With the severe bloodstream infection, led to sepsis, and that's where you have no blood pressure, your limbs get no blood supply. That's why you've lost your arms and your legs.
And my butt cheeks.
And your butt cheeks.
I want you to leave that out.
So there's a right way to do this and a wrong way to do this, right, gentlemen?
You know what? The biggest issue that we have is that there's no control of what's being injected. You're being told one thing and something completely different is happening. And not only that, but let's say that they are using a silicone. There is no medical grade silicone, first of all, but there are degrees of silicone impurity. So people will buy this at Home Depot. They can buy it at any hardware store. You can go online and purchase these things. They'll send you the syringes, non-sterile, to inject. And the problem that's happening is we don't know the purity of it. They're going to find. So you could find something that's as hard as concrete. I don't know if you can take a look at this. I can't even bring it out. But it starts to look like caulking material, almost like cement. Many times when I take this out, I could throw it on the ground and it'll break the tile. Other times, it can look like this. It's a little bit of a softer substance. It's a lot more gooey. And this is what you call the silicone. But the silicone comes in different grades. Look at that. I mean, it's almost like popping a pimple. But this, you could never, a lot more gooey. And this is what you call the silicone. But the silicone comes in different grades. Look at that. I mean, it's almost like popping a pimple, but this, you could never get it all out, ever. It's distributed everywhere in the buttock. It's not one location. So if, let's say you had a gluteal implant, and that's why that's the other way of doing this, I can go in there and remove the implant if there's any problems, and problem solved. Here you can't, because you have it all over the body. And it migrates.
Yes.
All right, well, as you saw, girls with fat asses, they are everywhere. Everywhere. Should I say we are everywhere, but mine is real. Okay, well, I have a question for for those girls with the big ones, you know. And when I used to dance, I used to ask girls, you know, because modeling, you don't see thick, well, not the modeling I did. We didn't see, you know, big girls because they really don't do commercial print and runway. So, but I do remember working with girls and asking them at work, how do you fit your ass in those jeans? And guess what? They're not even fucking jeans. They're stretch pants that look like jeans. Bitches are lying their asses off. Well, now they do got jeans that fit. You gotta order that shit online. And a lot of stores, they do have them in there. You know, I guess it's a common thing now. Boobs is out, they say. I don't believe that shit. Men love boobs. If you forget, a lot of these men were breastfed. Hello. Boobs will never go out. Let's just keep that fucking in check, okay? Alright, well, thanks for watching. And love, peace, and hair grease.